Hello YouTube. Today I want to talk about communication, and the communication that I'm talking about is the communication that happens between you and the spirits and the nectars or the gods, if you want to call them gods, your higher self. This is a very, very powerful thing. And when that happens in dreams, you would know that something otherworldly is happening because number one, time is not the same. What seems like 5 minutes would seem like 5 hours. What seems like 5 hours would seem like 5 years. And I'm not just making this stuff up. When this type of thing happens, it is time just sort of like flies out the window. And I know this to be true because this has happened to me more than usual lately. And I think part of the reason that this is happening, it started around 2020, and I think the veil between the worlds in 2020 and now is thin. I think it's thinner than usual. And when the veil is thin, it is easier for our ancestors to talk to us. It is easier for the nectars to talk to us, or the gods. It is easier for the spirits to communicate with us. So, one of the things that you want to do if you're a witch or if you work with the spirits is to step up your spiritual work. So step up the things that you do and concentrate on ritual, concentrate on meditation, so that you can benefit from what's happening. Because there's a lot happening in the world today. And I think that the spirits and the beings on the other side, excuse me, are trying to communicate with us. So take advantage of it. And when something like this happens, especially if it happens in a dream, when you wake up, write it down. Write it down. And then I would say put it away for a day or two and then pick it back up when it's kind of fresh and go over it and try to analyze what's happened. And if you have an elder, a spiritual elder, or someone who you trust, I would tell them about what happened and see what kind of insight that they have. So this is very, very important. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this has happened to me quite a bit lately, more than usual. And as I said before, I think the veil is particularly thin right now, so take advantage of it. Whenever you do a ritual as a witch, and you're calling on the quarters, and you're asking the forces of nature to join you in the circle, the god, the goddess, or the nectars, or the spirits, they come. Sometimes you can see them in the ritual. Sometimes you can't, depending on how your third eye is working or how you are able to perceive things. But I think everyone has access to this even more when it comes to our dreams. So our dreams is something that we really should pay a lot more attention to. And as I say, time kind of flies out the window when something like this happens. So when this happens, write it down, and you'll be surprised on the things that come up and the messages that they have to tell you. I remember two psychics that I spoke to years ago. They told me that my aunt was trying to communicate with me. This is one psychic, and I don't think the other psychic even knew the other one. And she said the same thing. Your aunt is trying to communicate with you. And I was like, wow. Maybe she is. And I believe she is. And, but it was interesting that both psychics kind of picked up on it. And it wasn't necessarily doing a reading. It was almost like more along the lines of a casual conversation. And that happened. So when something like that happens and someone who you respect as a psychic tells you that someone's trying to contact you, pay attention to it. Those of you who are not afraid of Ouija boards or know how to use them correctly, you can use that to contact the spirits. Um, but it is very important to heed their message. Whatever message they have to tell you, pay attention to. And as a witch, I think most witches, at least witches that I know, have this communication with the ancestors, have this communication with the nectars, have this communication with the gods, or whatever you want to call them. And that's how we get a lot of really good information and a lot of really good advice. So take advantage of this, of the times we're in. We're in troubling times, of course. Things are getting better, you know, with this virus sort of slowly going away or whatever. But hey, take advantage of it. Write it down. You know, step up your rituals. Step up your meditation. Meditations will help out a lot because meditation kind of opens up that third eye a little more, and you'll be able to see the spirits more clearly. And you don't necessarily have to be in a dream state to see them. All right, so I just wanted to bring that up because, personally, this has been happening to me a lot more than usual. And I just kind of wanted to pass this along to you. One of the things I want to do in this channel is to help people. You can help people by doing tarot card readings. You can help people by doing tea leaf readings. So you can help people by just talking to them. And that's what this platform is all about. This is what it's all about for me, to share my knowledge with you. I'm not going to tell you everything, okay? Because some things, are secretive. But I will tell you things that I believe that will help you. All right. Until next time, love is the law and as always peace. And Uncle Jocelyn.